Hello, and thank you for your interest in downloading Poker Aftermath. My name is Matt Davis, and I'm the one who wrote the program. And now I'm making this video to show you some of the steps involved in downloading the program, which you would think would be fairly straightforward, but the problem is I'm not a professional nor a well-known computer program author, so your browser, your virus software, even your operating system may try and block you from running a program from me that you downloaded from the internet. So I'm going to take you through the steps, show you what to do when those roadblocks occur. So you're probably currently on this page because that's where the link to this video is. So now we're going to start the downloading process. So we're going to click right here on download. And that will open up a Dropbox window, which seems to have the program, but that's not what you want. It needs these images, so what you want to do is download this folder so you get everything you need for the program to work correctly. Now, when Dropbox first opens up, it's likely that in the center there will be a pop-up window asking you to create a Dropbox account or to sign into Dropbox, and none of that is necessary to download this program or this folder. So you can just click on an option in that pop-up window that says no thanks, proceed to download, or you can just close that window altogether. And again, you want the whole folder, so what we do to get that is we come over here to the upper right and choose download right here and then direct download. And it's possible that when you click on that, it'll do the pop-up there if it hasn't done it yet. So when that happens, again, you can just say no thanks or you can close it. Now here's our first roadblock. Chrome is saying that PokerAftermath is not commonly downloaded and may be dangerous. So because it hasn't seen lots of people downloading this program, it's worried about it. It's not saying it scanned it and found it to be dangerous. It's just saying we're not familiar with this program, so it could be. So if you're nervous about that, or even if you're not, probably a good idea to go ahead after you download it and to scan it with any virus protection software you have, just because it is something from the internet. Certainly I have not written any viruses into the code, and I think that Dropbox is a pretty safe place to download from without getting any sort of hitchhiker viruses. But you know, you're downloading a program from the internet, you're going to run it on your computer, it probably is smart to scan it. But Chrome is blocking you from even getting to that point, and it's just saying discard it, which would stop the download. So instead of clicking that, you click on this little arrow right here and choose keep. And when you do that, the download will start, and it won't take long either because the file itself is not real large. Okay, so here it is. Looks like it's done. So now we want to find that in our downloads folder. So I'm going to click on this arrow and choose, sometimes the recording camera blocks these windows. So I'm going to choose show in folder. That'll open up the downloads folder. Take the version of PokerAftermath that you just downloaded and take it from that folder and drag it over to your desktop and drop it there. And then we'll go ahead and close this downloads folder, close the Dropbox window, and go ahead and get our web browser out of the way. Alright, so here's the file that you've downloaded. It's got this zipper on it because it is a compressed folder, and we need to extract this folder in order for the program to work. So I'm going to right click, not a regular click, but a right click, and choose extract all. And then click extract or next or OK, whatever your version of Windows is saying there, and it'll go through the process to kind of pull all of that out of compressed form and give you a regular folder. So now that it's been extracted, it'll run. But if you try and run it from this folder, it won't. So it's just created a new folder on your desktop that is not extracted. I would suggest that you now right click on this one and delete it, because if you try and open that later and run it without having the zipper removed, you're going to have problems. Okay, so we're basically now ready to run it, and that's where we hit our next roadblock. So I double click on this, and now it's the operating system's turn to say, hey, you downloaded this from the internet, we don't know who this guy is, could be dangerous, right? So again, hopefully you've done your scans, you feel comfortable with it, but it's not giving you an option to go around that, or so it seems. If you click on more info right here, it says the complaint, they don't know who I am, but now it gives you a run anyway option. So you click on that, and the program should open. Let me pull that into the screen. One other thing that I've encountered when I have tried to run this program at school after downloading it is the school's virus protection software will pop up with this. We use Semantic. So we get this pop-up window, and it's just one more kind of roadblock that can happen, and I would need to click on allow this file. So that's something else that could potentially happen. All right, so now we're ready to run the program. When you first click on it for the very first time, it'll give you a terms of use, so read through that. Hopefully you don't find anything objectionable there, and you'll click OK and continue on. And then, in order for me to keep track of who is downloading the program, I have made it so that you can run the program once, but to run it times after that, you need an access code. So in order to get that access code, I'm asking you to send me an email. Send that email to PokerAftermath@gmail.com. That is at the top of the program as well. And just a little bit of information I want from you, your name, where you're from, and then I need this product code to give you an access code that will be unique and work for this version of the program that you've downloaded. When you send the email, please make the subject line say Poker Aftermath or access code request or something like that, so it kind of catches my attention. I will be just opening an email and then replying back to you. So if I see it right away, I'll get back to you right away. Probably worst case scenario, I don't see it for a few days. You do get this first run without the code, so you can click OK as long as you've written down that code and are prepared to send that email, and it'll work fine. So let me go ahead and finish that hand up right there and then close this and run it again. So you can run that first version for as long as you want, but when you go to run it again, it's going to pop up right away, and well, not right away. When you click deal, it's going to say we need that code. So hopefully you will have sent me that product code 50216. I will enter that in to something that gives me the access code that goes with that, and for this one the access code is 82554, and when I click on OK, it should say yep, access code accepted, enjoy the program. So after that, you can go through and you can run it over and over and over again, and you shouldn't have any issues or pop-ups. So let me just do that one more time. So bring that in, click deal. I've already accepted the terms of use. I've already got the access code, so it just ran right away, and it was so happy with me having done all that, it gave me ace queen. So anyway, there's the program. Oh, we got re-raised, terrible. I don't want to get sidetracked here by poker theory. I do want to make sure that you're aware of some of the things the program can do. It has some tournaments built into it from the World Series of Poker and World Poker Tour, some card room stuff, even some home game stuff, some online stuff. So those are fun. Otherwise, you're just playing a cash game, which I'm doing here. And really, questions about stuff like what can the program do are not answered in this video, but they are available in some of the other videos that are out there. So if you go back to this page where you downloaded and you look at the how-to videos, you can see a lot of other things that the program can do. So again, I'm Matt Davis. I appreciate that you had an interest in the Poker Aftermath. I hope it's not too much of a pain for you to send me that email to get the access code. Other than that, enjoy the program, and if you have any feedback, feel free to email me. And thanks again. Enjoy.